Good morning everyone, welcome back to GK Today, and today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 25th of September 2021. Starting with very first question, which institution releases the Crime India report every year? So the annual Crime India report is released by NCRB, that is National Crime Records Bureau, and the report for the year 2020 was released recently. So as per this report, India recorded 1.2 lakh cases of deaths due to negligence relating to road accidents, and the communal riots marked an increase of 96% in 2020 over the previous year, and offences against the state had a drop of 27% over the year 2019. But Uttar Pradesh was the only major state to record an increase in this category. Okay. Now apart from it, the 2021 edition of Global Innovation Index was published by World Intellectual Property Organization, and this index shows the latest global innovation rankings of 132 economies based on 81 different indicators. So in this, Switzerland, Sweden, US and UK continue to lead, and India ranks at 46th. Now apart from it, under the Crime and Criminal Tracking Network system, Haryana Police secured first rank in the country, and it was further followed by Gujarat Police at second position and Himachal Pradesh at third position. Okay. Question number 2. Which state recently issued circular against bureaucrats holding press conference? So the Karnataka government has recently issued a circular that imposes a ban on holding press conferences and issuing statements by the bureaucrats. And this circular has been issued in the backdrop of a public discord between a former minister and an IAS officer. So now as per this circular, the bureaucrats are only allowed to carry out reliable and official duties only. Okay. Now talking about Karnataka, recently the government of Karnataka has planned to reintroduce the industrial adalats, or you can say industrial courts, from September 2021. So this is aimed to resolve industry related problems on the spot and serve as a platform to get long lending lease as well. Okay. So earlier it has such a system of industrial courts between the years 2008 and 2013, after which it stopped due to some of the reasons, but now it would be there again. Okay. Also recently the Lok Sabha has passed Tribunal Reforms Bill 2021 that seeks to abolish 9 appellate tribunals, including FCAT, that is Film Certification Appellate Tribunal, and all pending cases before such tribunal or authority will be transferred to the commercial courts or high courts. Fine. Also few days back, 9 new judges of Supreme Court took oath of office at one go. So now the strength of Supreme Court judges has risen to 33, including Chief Justice of India. And this is the very first time in history of the Supreme Court that 9 judges took oath at one go. Fine. Question number 3. Which state has inaugurated South Asia's largest product development center, digital hub, to support startups? So the Chief Minister of Kerala, Pinarayi Vijayan, inaugurated digital hub with the capacity to support 200 startups via video conferencing recently. And it aims to provide direct employment opportunities for 2,500 people at the hub, and KSUM, that is the Kerala Startup Mission, leads the implementation of this project. Fine. Now last month we have seen that India's second village of book is to set up in a village in the state of Kerala, while the first village of book lies in Satara district of Maharashtra. Also last month, the authorities of state of Kerala have removed the upper age limit for transgender college students of the state who are seeking admission to numerous educational programs available in the state universities and its affiliated schools. And this has been done to encourage the transgender students in the state to pursue various postgraduate and undergraduate educational programs. Okay. Also, Kerala is the first state to become completely digital in public education. And which is the first country to legalize same-sex marriage? It is Taiwan. And last month, Hungary has passed anti-LGBT law. Already we have covered all this news earlier, so I am not repeating it yet again. It is just a kind of revision module, okay? Question number 4. Northern Coalfields Limited is set to start 75 Fulwari centers in which Indian state or union territory? So Singrauli based NCL, which is a Coal India arm under the Ministry of Coal, has announced to start 75 Fulwari centers in the Singrauli district of Madhya Pradesh. And the project Fulwari aims to address the problem of malnutrition and associated physical and mental development problems of infants. Currently, 25 centers are being operated successfully with the strength of around 220 kids of the age between 6 months to 3 years. Fine. Now, few days back, UNDP, that is United Nations Development Programme, HDFC Bank and Greater Noida Industrial Development Authority have inked a pact to set up a facility to manage up to 300 metric tons of dry waste in city every month. And also, our Union Minister of State for Food Processing Industries, Prahalad Singh Patel, has recently inaugurated a food processing unit in Morena, Madhya Pradesh under Central Sector Cold Chain Scheme named as Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. Also, Madhya Pradesh has become the second state in the country to implement National Education Policy 2020. Which is the first state? It is Karnataka. And India's cleanest city, Indore, has been declared as India's first Water Plus city under Swachh Sarvekshan 2021. Okay. Question number 5. Which two countries are set to participate in the defense exercise named as Samudra Shakti? So, India and Indonesian Navy are participating in the 2-day bilateral maritime exercise named as Samudra Shakti in Jakarta. And the exercise basically aims to strengthen the bilateral relationship, enhance mutual understanding and interoperability in maritime operations between the two navies. So the Indian Navy ships Shivalik and Kadmat are participating in this particular exercise. So regarding this exercise, Sunda Strait is making up news. Why? Because this exercise is going to be held in this Sunda Strait. So this is actually a strait between Indonesian islands of Java and Sumatra, and it connects the Java Sea to the Indian Ocean. And the strait is dotted by a number of islands, many of which are volcanic in nature. Okay. Now apart from it, India and Nepal have recently started a military exercise named as Surya Kiran. Then NATO has begun conducting Rapid Trident 2021 military exercise with Ukraine recently. You have to tell me, where does the headquarters of NATO lie? And the exercise Peaceful Mission 2021 was recently being held in Russia. Okay. Question number 6. What does I denote in Viper, which is seen in the news regarding space exploration? So the US Space Agency NASA has announced the deployment of Viper, which is a mobile robot, to the moon. Now what does Viper stands for? It is Volatiles Investigating Polar Exploration Rover. So here correct answer is option number D. So now this would be sent as a part of Artemis program in the year 2023, and it is aimed to search ice and other resources on and below the lunar surface. and the moon's south pole is one of the coldest areas in our solar system. No prior missions to the moon's surface have explored it yet. Okay. But now Viper is set to land in the south pole of the moon to get a close-up view of the location and concentration of water ice. So Viper is also the first resource mapping mission on another celestial body. Okay. Now apart from it, NASA recently selected the western edge of Nobile as the landing site for the Viper mission to be launched in 2023. And what is Nobile? It is actually a lunar impact crater that is located near the southern pole of the moon at the south of the crater Scott. So this would be the landing site for Viper. Fine. Now what is LRO, which is sometimes in news? It is actually a NASA robotic spacecraft currently orbiting the moon in an eccentric polar mapping orbit. And it was the first United States mission to the moon in over 10 years, launched in the year 2009. You have to tell me, what does LRO stands for? Now apart from all these things, Department of Space has partnered with Aerospace Technology, Agnikul Cosmos, so that they can access ISRO facilities and know how to develop and test space launch vehicle systems. Fine. Question number 7. Ruskin Bond, Vinod Kumar Shukla and 6 others were selected for which award or fellowship recently? So Ruskin Bond is an English author, Vinod Kumar is an Hindi writer, and rest 6 were selected for the Sahitya Akademi Fellowship. So the National Academy of Letters said that the General Council of Sahitya Akademi announced its highest honor, that is its fellowship. And the others who received this fellowship are Sirshendu Mukhopadhyay, Bengali, M. Leelavati, Malayalam, Dr. Bhal Chandra Nimwade, Marathi, Dr. Tejwant Singh Gill, Punjabi, Swami Ramabhadracharya, Sanskrit, and Indra Parth Sarthi, Tamil. So these are the total 8 recipients. Okay. Now apart from it, Dharmendra Pradhan, who is our Education Minister and Skill Development Minister, has virtually presented the Kaushal Acharya Award 2021 to 41 qualified trainings in recognition to their exemplary contributions to the skill ecosystem. So this number is quite important. Okay. And already we have seen that Anand Kumar has recently been conferred with the Swami Brahma Anand Award 2021. Question number 8. Which Indian state topped the FSSAI's 3rd State Food Safety Index? So Mansukh Mandviya, who is our Health Minister, released this index, and the index measures the performance of states across 5 meters of food safety. So this year Gujarat was the highest ranked state among the larger states, and it was further followed by Kerala and Tamil Nadu. And among the smaller states, Goa was first and further followed by Meghalaya and Manipur. And among the union territories, Jammu Kashmir, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, New Delhi topped this index. Fine. Now talking about Gujarat, it has recently launched Aapke Dwar Ayushman from 23rd of September 2021. So according to the State Health Ministry, 80 lakh families will be covered under this drive to enroll them for Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana to implement this scheme properly. Also, the Union Ayush Ministry has recently launched a campaign named as Ayush Aapke Dwar, and the aim is to distribute medicinal plant saplings to 75 lakh households in 1 year. Question number 9. Pankaj Advani, who was in the news recently, is associated with which sports? So recently India's Pankaj Advani successfully lifted the Asian Snooker Championship, which was held in Doha, Qatar. So he is related to snooker. And in this particular event, he has defeated Amir Sarkosh from Iran. Also do remember that in the year 2019, Pankaj also became the only player in the world who won the titles in all forms of billiards, snooker, 6 reds and 10 red competitions. Now apart from it, Raja Ritvik has become 70th Grandmaster of India recently and he belongs to Telangana. Then apart from it, at 60th National Open Athletics Championship at Nehru Stadium in Warangal, B. Aishwarya won the women's long jump gold medal. Then Parul Chaudhary won medal in women's 3000 meter steeplechase. And Harmilan Kaur won the gold in women's 1500 meters race. Okay. Now coming to last question. The Ministry of Labour recently launched India's first national database on unorganized workers on which portal? So do remember that eShram portal is India's first national database on unorganized workers. And the portal came into being after the Supreme Court directed the government to complete the registration process of unorganized workers. So over 1 crore registered on eShram portal and 68% of those registrations were done through common service centers. And the workers can also register themselves in the portal via state Seva Kendra, labor facilitation centers, selected post offices of the Department of Post, Digital Seva Kendras, etc. Okay. Now apart from it, recently Jammu Kashmir government has decided to implement the Forest Rights Act 2006 and it is expected to elevate the socio-economic status of majority of the tribals and nomadic communities who form a 14 lakh strong population. Then apart from it, the Union Agricultural Minister Narendra Singh Tomar has recently inaugurated the National Conference on Agriculture for Rabi campaign. And the objective of this conference was to review and assess the crop performance during the preceding crop season, and it also aims to fix crop-wise targets for the Rabi season in consultation with state governments and facilitate adoption of innovative technology to enhance production and productivity of the crops. Okay. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.